Hey everyone, my name is Vlad. In this quick video, I want to show you how Klarytee helps you safely use AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, especially when you're working with sensitive data. So let's take an example. Here I have a confidential document. For demo purposes, it's a confidential medical record review. And I'll ask ChatGPT who is the patient in this document. As you can see, it does a great job, but also has full access to the sensitive information inside the document. The reality is the moment you upload the file, it leaves your environment and gets processed on external services. That means you lose control over where it's stored, how long it's retained, and potentially how it's used. For most cases, probably it's fine, but for sensitive data like personal information or healthcare information, financial data, this becomes a real risk. Now imagine if you didn't have to expose everything. What if you could hide the sensitive parts and still use AI? This is the same document, but with sensitive data encrypted. Let's ask the same question. As you can see, the system can no longer access the sensitive information. Same document, same AI, the only difference, now the sensitive parts are protected. So you're stuck in a trade-off. You want the power of AI, but you can't afford to expose your data. So how do you actually solve this? Let me show you. This is Klarytee. Everything you just saw is controlled here, inside your environment. It ensures sensitive data is protected, minimal information is shared, and you stay in control of how AI interacts with your system. In policy management, you define what's considered sensitive. I've defined two simple policies. For sensitive personal data, things like PII or healthcare-related information, we apply strong encryption aligned with standards like HIPAA. And second policy, for any organization-related data, like company names or internal structures, and it will automatically use post-quantum encryption. But protection is not the only part of the story. You can also control who gets access to the data. For example, with ChatGPT, the patient data stays protected. But for trusted systems, like Claude, I can allow controlled access. So the AI only sees sensitive data when you explicitly allow it. So it's not just about hiding data, it's about controlling who can see it. Now let's apply these policies to the documents stored in our data store. Once the process is complete, the documents are protected and ready to be safely used in AI tools. Now, when I open Claude and upload the file and ask the same question, I can allow it to actually access Klarytee tools to decrypt it. Claude can now access the full context securely and under your control, because in this case Claude is a trusted system, unlike ChatGPT, which is restricted from seeing sensitive data. So you're still using the same AI tools, but now with full control over your data. You don't block AI, you govern it. And you don't have to choose between AI power and data security. With Klarytee, you get both.